Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas, everybody! This is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you in the month of December, since it is Christmas time and the holiday time, about Community Season 3 Regionals Holiday Music. So this is a pretty cool Christmas episode. I think it might be the last in Community. The third season was probably it wasn't great. It's pretty okay and good. Um, After that, the series just never recovered, in my opinion. And so, even though this is a good Christmas episode, it's not as good as say like the first one, or magical as the second one. I haven't reviewed the second one yet. I'm gonna get to it. Um, and so with this one, basically, the gang is hanging out in the cafeteria, and they're talking about just Christmas coming up and how they're gonna celebrate it. And of course, Abed wants them to celebrate it with him because of what happened in the second season. But everybody's a different religion, but for whatever reason, they always just still want to celebrate Christmas, even though they don't necessarily believe in it and stuff. And so the Glee Club comes in and they're very gleeful and everything. So they want to leave, but Jeff's all just wait a minute. And Chang comes in. He's no longer Senor Chang because he lost his job because they found out he doesn't know Spanish. Then in the second season, his wife left him. He had no place to live. He started living in the school, and then he was offered a job as security. So he comes in with a cease and desist. What's that thing called? Cease and desist order. That's it. With the lawyer and stuff, because Jeff decided he was going to contact the people that the Glee Club make music of and say they've been doing copyright stuff. So the Glee Club pretty much have a nervous breakdown and they're sent to the hospital. Then in comes the dean, and in comes the choir teacher dude, the Glee Club instructor, played by SNL's Tannen Killam and everything, back when he used to be on the show. So he's upset and he's all hey, remember when you saved Glee Club a couple of years ago? Now, we never got to see this. This happened off camera, the entire thing. Pretty much what happened, the original Glee Club, they died in a bus crash and everything. Sometime in between the first and second season. And the study group club had to fill in for them. So they're all look, dude, we did it once, we're not doing it again. But he's but regionals, man, regionals, they're they don't care. So then he corners Abed, and he's all no, he doesn't corner him. That's Annie, my bad. So he's playing the piano in the cafeteria, and Abed comes in what are you still doing here? I'm thinking to myself, Abed, who are you to ask a question like that? It's a campus, a free campus, and the dude works here. He could be wherever he wants. And so he somehow suckers Abed into wanting to join regionals. Be look, man, you can't do it alone. You need your friends to do it. So Abed, for some reason, act like he's brainwashed and starts recruiting everybody. He starts with Troy. And Troy's all look, Abed, because this is back when Troy and Abed lived together in an apartment. And this is also after, I think, the Darkest Timeline thing, when they started playing that game, they kept repeating and stuff like that. So, this is when Troy really loved himself some Abed. He's I'll do anything you would do, but I'm Jehovah's Witness. We don't celebrate Christmas. So Abed's all well, what if you was a Jehovah's Witness that was pretending to love Christmas and infiltrate Christmas and stuff like that? And Troy's all I'm a mole who infiltrates Santa's Christmas this and that, and he's yep. And next thing you know, they just start rapping. I'm just that was so unexpected, and I love the rap that they did in this. It's almost as cool as the one they do at the end credits when they're studying something. But this one was a whole lot better, and it was actually a music video. It just jumped from them being the real time to a music video with girls dancing and shaking their butts and everything. And Troy is all I'm gonna infiltrate Santa's place and for Christmas, and what he doesn't know is that some type of like mole spy thing. And you see a picture of him with a giant butcher knife behind his back with a big old smile when he near Santa and stuff. So then Annie comes in because I think at this point she was living with them too. And she's all like, "Are you guys rapping? I want to join." And they're all like, "Sure." And she's like, "Wait a minute, y'all never let me join in when y'all rap." And he's all, and Troy's all, and now Troy's on board. He's all like, all hands on deck when it comes to regionals. And she's all like, "Oh, cool," and everything. So she tries to warn the study group of what they're doing. But Troy and Abed are like one step ahead. And so they're in the study room and they redecorate the whole place. And they get Pierce to join by suckering him into like a song about baby boomers and everything. Because, you know, he's a baby boomer and stuff. And so now he's on board. And that only leaves like three left. And so they end up cornering Annie at her apartment. But we don't see what happens. And the next thing you know, she's with Jeff. She's like, "Jeff, I know what they're up to, and I need your help." So she goes into like a room with Jeff by herself and she undresses behind this thing. And then she comes out in like this sexy Santa outfit and she just seduces the crap out of Jeff and sings him like a song in like a Shirley Temple type way. And this is back when Annie and Jeff were slowly flirting with each other and trying to be like an item. It was weird seeing those two together when they finally did get together. And so like she seduces him. And then Pierce, he ends up like getting Shirley to join by having a bunch of kids in the choir sing about Jesus and everything. And so next thing you know, Shirley just can't resist and she joins. So then Berta's like, "Crap, like it's only me and Jeff left." But she doesn't know Jeff has been recruited. So she goes to Jeff and he just like, "Oh," with his hand out. And she's like, "No." But then she gets recruited. So they're at the big pageant recital thing, and everybody's there. Now the dude who's in charge, he doesn't want Berta to sing, so she's supposed to be a treat. And Abed's kind of upset about this, but then when he tells Abed, like, once we do this, then once we do regionals, then it's semi-regionals, and then semi this, and then finals this, and this and that. And Abed's all like, "Oh, I just thought this was just for Christmas because I just want to hang out with my friends." He's like, "No, Abed, this is for life. This is who we are now." So Abed decided it's time to end this once and for all. So he gets Berta by herself and he's all like, he wants you to play like the little whatever Abed was supposed to play. She's like, "I'm supposed to be a mute tree." He's all like, "Well, you're supposed to be the one to save this whole singing thing." And she's like, "I knew it." And she's like, "Wait a minute, I don't know the lyrics." And he's all like, "They're in your heart, Berta. They're in your heart." And she's like, "Well, duh." So she comes out and she's all like singing in like the worst tone ever. Pretty much everybody in this show can sing except for Pierce, Berta, and Jeff. They're the only ones who can't sing, so they rarely sing anything. So Britta comes out and she's all like, "Christmas, Christmas," and everybody's like, "Ugh, Britta's in this," because of course she's the worst. And so like the singing instructor dude, he's all like, "No, no, 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 no." He's all like, "You're ruining this whole thing. Like you're the worst." And they're all like, "Hold up, man, you don't get to call Britta the worst," and everything. So then he has a nervous breakdown himself and confesses he's the one who murdered the first Glee Club. And then once he confesses that, he's like, "Crap, I just said that out loud." So he takes off running. And so Abed, he apologizes to the group. He's all like, "I'm sorry, you guys. I just wanted you to spend Christmas with me." You know, it's weird. They're different religions, and most of them don't celebrate Christmas. Well, actually, only Shirley and Abed does. But then it's weird because it's kind of like, even though they don't celebrate it, whenever one person in the group wants them to, they drop everything and they celebrate it, going against their religion and stuff. They do that every season and stuff. And so, like, he's at his place watching Inspector Space Time, which is a nod to, or a spoof to, Doctor Who. And so they all knock on the door, and it's them, and they want to celebrate Christmas with him and watch Inspector Space Time. And so that was really touching, you know what I'm saying? That they wanted to do that. But it's kind of weird that Troy and Annie would knock on the door, and that's their place too. So that's kind of weird, but whatever. All in all, it was a good episode. It wasn't hilarious like the other one, but it's some nice Christmas song when the people who actually know how to sing can sing. And so it ends with the recurring characters who didn't show up in this episode. They're like ornaments on a tree, and they're making they're singing like a Christmas song in their catchphrases. So Magnitude, who's one of the coolest characters ever, who always goes like pop pop. He's just like pop 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 like that. And so the Dean's like ding 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 ding, and Change is like chain chain. And then I don't know what Starburns was saying, but Leonard, may he rest in peace, the actor who died, he makes that razzing like, and it's the catchiest thing ever and stuff. Bah humbug! That was a good episode. All right, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye.